Hello, Daniel here from Kaio-Ken Kids. You may remember me from the Trunks Black deck. Today I'll be showing you the Frieza Black deck. Frieza's a bit weaker than Trunks, but it makes up for its good abilities. Black Master, you already know what it does. Discards cards from your opponent's hand. Frieza, the first ability. When you perform an attack, when you stop an attack, you may bump your anger up by 1. The second one, you can discard a card from your hand to perform the last attack that your opponent did. The third one, you can deal your attack deal +3 stages, and you can use your first ability of Frieza to up your anger. The fourth one, you destroy the top 4 cards of your opponent's deck, search your life deck for a Frieza named card, place it into your hand, and then you can use the second one ability as well. In this deck I use 5 Dragon Balls. I do the 2 to destroy or to lower personality by 1, the 3 which is good for filtering, the 4 which destroys 2 setups or drills, the 5 which is also very good for setuping, and if you're behind that will also help you, the 6 which helps you with a power boost. For my physicals, I run 3 Frieza's Captive Strike. If this card is discarded from your hand by a card effect, you may lower an anger players by 1 and it's a physical attack at the stages. Then I have 2 Black Swerve. Damage +3 stages, choose up to 2 steps in place, search your opponent's deck for them and destroy them. 2 Black Hug Maneuver. Endurance 2, physical attack damage at stages, and then you can just raise your anger by 2. Black Lunge, physical attack damage +4 life cards, and raise your anger by 1. Black Defensive Burst, 4 life cards, and then your opponent cannot perform physical attacks for the remainder of the combat. Black Flying Kick, physical attack at stages, +2 stages, and then banish 3 cards from the top 3 cards of your opponent's discard pile. Then we have the 1-of Devastating Blow, physical attack at stages, +1 stage, raise your anger level by 1, and then you can lower your opponent by 2. Then you can banish 3 cards in your opponent's discard pile. Then moving on to the physical blocks. 3 physical black delay blocks. Stop the physical attack. Then, if that attack was a physical attack, you put it back to their hand, and then they discard a card. 3 knee catch. Endurance 1 stops the physical attack, and then raise your anger by 2. Next, we have the energies. We have 3 Frieza Super Nova, which is really powerful. Energy costing 3 stages, but you does +5. It does 5 life cards plus the number +3 times the number of Frieza named cards in your grave. So it's really good late game. Then we have 2 Black Barrage, costing 3 stages, 4 life cards, and then your opponent either needs to pay 5 life cards or discard a card from his hand. Black Lightning Storm, energy attack costing 2 stages, and then it's 6 life cards, so it could do a critical. Your opponent reveals his hand after that. 2 Black Inceptor Barrage. Endurance 1, energy costing 2 stages, damage 4 life cards and 4 stages, banish 3 cards from your opponent's discard pile. Then we have the 1-of Enraged Blast. Banish after use, 3 stages, 4 life cards, raise your anger by 2. Then we have Black Concussive Blast. 4 stages, 4 life cards, and raise your anger by 2. Then you can place a card from the bottom from your hand to the bottom of your deck for your opponent to do the same. Then we have Black Punishment. Energy costing 2 stages. 4 life cards, raise your anger by 1 hit until the start of your next turn. That whenever a card is destroyed, it's banished instead. Oh no. Whenever a card is banished, then destroy the opponent's life deck by 1 card. Then we have Black Energy Web. Energy costing 2 stages, 6 life cards, and then your opponent cannot perform an energy attack for the remainder of combat. Pretty good. Then we have the Energy Blocks. 3 Black Corruption. If this is discarded by your hand, then you can banish the top 2 cards of your opponent's discard. Of your opponent's life deck, sorry. And then stops an energy attack, raise your anger level by 1 and lower your opponent's by 2. Black Speedy Dodge. Stops an energy attack. You may discard a card from your hand, and then your opponent does the same. Then moving on to the events. 2 Black Taunt. Your opponent destroys it's a power, so it's used during combat, and then your opponent destroys the top X card of his life deck, where X is his current level +1, so around 2 or 3. Usually, unless if it's later in the game. Then we have 2 blocks that are events. Stops an energy attack, then if that attack was an energy combat card, banish it, and then banish all the rest of them. Then we have the one of Black Command, sorry. If this card is discarded in your hand, raise your anger by 2 and then shuffle it. Endurance 1, banish. The top 5 cards of your opponent's discard pile. Then if left less than 5 cards or banished, your opponent can destroy the top 3 cards of your life deck. Banish Scout Maneuver. Banish. After use, power name a physical combat. Basically name a card and then search your life deck. And then banishes them. And then we have Battle Pausing. It's 2 of, but I play 1 of. Banish a card from your hand to draw the bottom 2 of your opponent's discard pile. Then we have Black Searching Technique for the setups. Search your opponent for 2 non-Dragon Ball cards and banish them. Really good. Visiting the Past. 2 of. You can play only 2. When entering combat, you can discard a card. And then to place 1 from your discard pile into your hand, then if you have 3 or more cards, then you need to place a bottom. Place a card from your hand to the bottom of the deck. Then for all the Dragon Balls, we have a Dragon Radar, search without a Dragon Ball. Then we have a Black Smoothness Drill. Your discard limit is +1, so it's 2. Then we have an Erasing Drill. Whenever a energy attack is successfully performed, you can destroy a setup or drill. And then a Quickness Drill, 1 per deck. The other one's also 1 per deck. 1 per deck. When entering combat, you may discard a card from your hand to place the bottom of your card from your discard pile to your hand. So I just started playing with Frieza, instead of Trunks, and I really like it. I think it's pretty strong and pretty versatile, and the Black Mastery is like one of my favorite masteries. So that's it. Thanks.